YouTube. After doing my recent video on my stove, my Swedish army stove, I thought I'd dig through some of my older stoves and see what I had knocking around. And some of this stuff I haven't used for a long time, but it's still good. This is the Trangia Multi Fuel Stove. There's actually two versions of this. This is the older one. It doesn't run with a gas canister, but model number is a 780001. So I'm going to get that out. So it doesn't come with a bowl. This is I think it's an MSR bottle, but this is the top, the pump assembly. That just screws onto the bottle. There you go. And it's all metal construction. Like most of the pump type assemblies, inside is a leather cup that you do need to oil from time to time because they do dry out. And I've probably had this for 10 to 15 years, somewhere around there. Let's get the stove out itself. So it's actually a Primus Nova is the actual stove, and you can get a conversion kit to have these if you have a regular one to go into your Trangia. Couples obviously on there, and the unique thing about this is you get this special tool, and for cleaning you move the magnet across the base and it manipulates a needle inside and actually cleans it out. Now this stove will run on everything from gasoline to white gas or Coleman fuel, diesel and rapeseed oil, aviation fuel. It's actually pretty good for everything you want to run it on. So that's one of the reasons I bought it, for traveling. And I'm a big fan of the Trangia stove. This is my Trangia. I'll try and assemble it for you so you can see how it goes together. It's a great pack it's a great stove if you're backpacking and there's more than one of you. Typically, if I'm backpacking with somebody, one guy will carry most of the tent, the other person carry the cooking equipment, because it's pretty heavy, but it's actually really convenient if you're out of back of a car, sort of camping too. This is a 27K, I think it is, a two-person. It's actually a mixture of two sets that I bought. So I actually upgraded this from the normal aluminium pots to the non-stick versions of it. Because one of my things I hate to do when I'm out camping is cleaning pots. The original aluminium ones stick quite a bit. So this is the windbreak. So that actually feeds through there. And you extend the handle. So right. There we go. So it just snaps and clips into place, and you just got to make sure the valve is sticking out so you can operate it, and that's obviously for the fuel. And then that's the top piece. So that's it assembled. With the valve, it is actually marked as on and off, and it's the way that the fuel pipe, the feed, It's actually orientated with inside the bottle. So off, the pipe is up, and on, pipe is down in the fuel. So let's take this outside and see how long it takes to boil some water. I'm going to do a comparison with another stove that I have. This is the MSR Whisperlite International. This one I've had for a very long time, probably 20 years, and it's one of my favourite mountain stoves. But let's see how they compare. Okay, so let's give this a go. So it's a pretty cold day today, and I'll look that out after I've finished. So I'm just priming the stove. It's not the quietest stove. And I'm actually using Coleman fuel in here, just white gas. There we go. So I have exactly 1 litre of water. And I have my thermometer. Okay, let's start the stopwatch. Okay, we'll call it good there. That's 200 degrees Fahrenheit. My little thermometer's only in Fahrenheit. So that's boiling pretty good. It is a cold day, so I'll measure what the temperature is outside, and that'll be something to bear in mind. Yeah, it's hot. So to complete the deactivation of the stove, you flip over the bottle with the off side up and open the valve again, and it should just dump the pressure. I'm just going to let the pans cool down to ambient, so there's no advantage for the second stove. But that's the Trangia Multi Fuel. It's excellent, it's expensive, but if you travel in different parts of the world and you want to use your Trangia equipment, then it's a great system to have. highly recommend that. Okay, I'm going to grab the second stove. Okay, so we're just getting set up for the second stove. A 1 litre, pans are cold. It's currently -7 Celsius. So the same as the other stove, has to be primed. And just to be fair, I'm going to use the windscreen. Okay, there we go. 1 litre. Start the stopwatch. Hopefully you can see that. And see how we go. Okay, so that's 200 degrees Fahrenheit, and that's 7 minutes 26, but it wasn't fully all the way up from the beginning, so you know what, it's probably less. There we go. So that's the Whisperlite International. Excellent mountain stove, and 20 years later still running as good as it did the day I got it. That's the Trangia Multi Fuel Stove. So it's about 15 years old, and it's not been used a great deal, but I don't think this is going to wear out anytime soon. All steel construction. It's very efficient, and the amount of different fuels that you can burn in it really make this stove a great stove if you're going to be traveling different parts of the world. Well, that's the end of the review. I hope you've enjoyed it. If you'd like to subscribe to my channel, then please do. I appreciate the subscriptions, and I'll see you next time.